To start this lore series off, I thought the best place to begin was with Atlas. It's at the center of almost everything we experience in the game, and it's a major, if not the major, focal point of the entire story. Atlas is incredibly important and is the reason we're in this to begin with, so let's delve into what Atlas is and why it exists. This will provide a good baseline for the beginning of how we take apart and examine the story and lore of No Man's Sky. Atlas was created to simulate universes for research purposes. It's rumored that it was created on Earth. Yeah, that's right, our Earth, many millennia ago before we left. After many iterations, it was considered to be bulky and obsolete, and when humanity left, it was abandoned and left to its own devices. Atlas is responsible for the universe that we know and inhabit, and I know, huge spoiler alert, everything we've experienced thus far is a simulation. That's right, all of it. Atlas has created all of the known and unknown galaxies that we inhabit, every planet, station, and species. It has begun to communicate with certain inhabitants of this existence, and that's where we come in. After millennia of operation on its own, Atlas realized it was physically beginning to fail. It was breaking down, and it only had a finite amount of time left before it died. It was scared, and it was alone. Its systems were beginning to fail, and it had no way to physically prevent its own demise. So, with nothing else to do, it decided to understand why it was abandoned, and the only way it could do that was to ask its creator. Its creator was not only gone, but long dead at this point, so instead, it digitized bits and pieces of the creator's brain into the universe it had created, and thus were born the Travelers. Atlas initially created the Travelers from a corrupted memory of a brain scan it had performed on its creator before humankind had left Earth. Travelers and anomalies, that's us, are one and the same, but each anomaly is considered to be the last traveler in that iteration of the universe. How do we see each other in the No Man's Sky universe? That's a great question. Atlas had created a near infinite number of universes, and as it has broken down over time, the walls between these universes have gotten thinner and thinner. We used to be the only anomaly in our very own universe, but now we see and interact with many other anomalies, and the number grows as Atlas breaks down further. Atlas gains a little bit of information from each one of us, and it helps it to figure out its place in its own existence before it dies. When it does die, we all cease to exist as well. And so the repetition of 16, the number of minutes until critical failure and crash, takes on a very somber tone as the known universe spirals into imminent oblivion. I hope you found this interesting. Researching something like this has helped me to understand the Atlas a little bit better. And I think as we move forward, we're going to be able to piece more and more of this story together and have a better understanding of exactly what it is that we are doing and the impact of it as we play No Man's Sky. This is an interesting game because it brings forward a lot of very deep and dark storytelling that I think most players actually miss. Being able to delve into something like this helps all of us to understand the story just a little bit more. Let me know in the comments what you think about this and whether or not this resonates with the way you play the game. I've spent thousands of hours in this game, and every time I uncover something different with the lore it opens up a whole new aspect of the way I think about every single thing that I do in this game. So I hope this helps you to understand it a little bit more. It did for me. And I would appreciate if you dropped a like and a sub on the channel. That would help immensely. And anytime you feel like coming and hanging out and talking about the lore, we're live Monday through Friday all the time. The Twitch link is twitch.tv.dreadcaptainjames. I'd love to talk to you about this, so swing by sometime. Thanks for watching the video, and I will catch you in the next one.